Cardekho is India's leading auto tech platform. The company deals in multiple businesses like insurance, facilitating finance, classifieds and auctions. The company has reputable investors on its board, including Mr. Ratan Tata. We speak with the President Umang Kumar to explore what are the expansion strategies of Cardekho going forward from here. Well, you host multiple businesses on your platform, but what exactly is the business model of Cardekho? And also, it's been 10 years since the company was established. So when are we looking at getting profitable?
Cardekho is fundamentally in two businesses. There is our entire new auto business, which is largely built around advertising and selling leads to both OEMs and dealers for both new cars and new bike buyers. Where one of the areas of investment on that side of the business is we're very excited about what we can build on bike finance and helping two-wheeler buyers smoothen the process of getting a quick bike loan. A large part of our investment actually today is in our used car business, and fundamentally three separate business models in used cars. There's classifieds, there is finance and insurance, and there is our auctions business. Our core focus in the used car business, however, is on our finance and insurance business. The new car business, the new auto business is actually profitable today. So this quarter we would actually be making money on that business, net of everything. And overall as a company, we should turn profitable by January, February, March quarter.
Well, there have been multiple rounds of funding. So who all have invested in Cardekho, and what has been the total amount of funds raised so far? Also, there has been news of you looking at going for another round of fundraising. So what should we be looking at in terms of your fundraising plans going forward from here?
Fundraising perspective, we raised a Series A from Sequoia Capital back in 2013. We followed that up with a very big Series B in Feb 2015. This was from Hill House Capital, which is one of the largest internet investors in China. And we also raised a little bit of capital then from Tibon. So that was roughly a $50 million Series B. As part of that round, even HDFC Bank put in a smaller amount of money, and Mr. Ratan Tata came on board. A year post that, a sort of follow-on round to that particular one, we raised capital from Capital G, or Google Capital as it was known back then. And in terms of our current plans, we actually are actively looking at doing a fundraise, and we hope to announce a deal probably by the end of this financial year. We want to raise our next round of capital.
Well, so far the company has done extremely well in terms of growth, but what are your plans going forward from here, and what kind of expansion strategies are you looking at exploring?
On the new auto business, I think most of our expansion will be organic. We've done a lot of inorganic growth out there with the acquisition of Zig Wheels from Times of India and Gaadi, but our core focus there now is largely organic expansion. On the used car side, I think it's a lot more interesting that there are opportunities in the auctions place where we could look at various acquisitions, and even on the finance and insurance sector, there could be opportunities around investing into companies that help us scale that business faster, be it brokerages, be it aggregators, other smaller finance aggregators that we could look at. One area that we will look to expand, and I don't think it's in our immediate horizon, would be more around the car ownership space. We feel that is an interesting area of expansion for us beyond our core business around car buyers. We've got so much car buyer data. There are opportunities for us to build businesses around ownership. So we may at some point of time look to invest in companies doing interesting things in the field of car service, connected cars, anything to do with the whole that comes under the gamut of ownership of a car. So from a geographic expansion of our business perspective, our focus is, at least as far as our core auto business, is largely India. We hope to replicate our entire business model in Indonesia, where we've been fairly successful in establishing ourselves as one of the largest players out there with auto.com. and we've separately raised capital for our Indonesian entity.
Competing with the likes of big players like OLX, Cartrade and Room, Cardekho seems to have carved out a pretty clear niche for itself. Whenever the next round of funding for the company goes through, the company should be able to widen its geographic presence and consolidate its leadership position in the businesses where it has already set its mark. Thanks for being with us on OACC TV. Keep watching this space for more updates.